everybody. Welcome back to the Dane and Wayne Show. We're in episode, number 13?
13, yes.
Lucky number 13.
November's upon us. Fall is fully upon
November's
us.
almost over, Dane. We're almost in December.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's almost upon us.
Absolutely true.
Looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to time with the family, some food, friends.
Some good food, some really good friends.
We had a Friendsgiving last week, which was great.
Excellent. Yeah. I had
Played some Blades of Steel. Shout out, Cliff. Got the Blades of Steel on the TV.
I lost. I was.
Get this, guys. My joystick wasn't even working.
He beat me, and his controller was not working.
My controller wasn't working.
I don't want to talk about that. You know, we could talk about it. This is a talk about it episode. We can discuss what is going on.
We're having a team meeting here. We're having a team meeting. We're airing our grievances.
I agree. No. We're gonna air all the grievances this week.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I just shot it from wherever I got the puck.
You pretty much got the puck from like center ice.
I would win every face off and then shoot immediately, and hopefully hope it went in.
What was the score? Like
8-6. Yeah.
And my controller was working, so I don't got no. Yeah,
it was a fun game though. You were right to include it in your podium. It was a fun game. So
I mean, you can't go wrong with Blades of Steel. I was waiting for us to pull out some double dribble.
Oh man,
but that wasn't.
Yeah,
Cliff, if you can make that happen, make the double.
It might be on there. It might be on there.
There was like 2,000 games.
Jeez,
on there. It was a complete throwback.
He was scrolling down to get to Blades of Steel. He scrolled down 100 times, and they're still in the B's.
Yeah, you would. So, if you like vintage gaming or any kind of gaming, you would be in trouble.
Yeah, I know. It's like, let's. Cliff, can you get me one of these for the basement?
I mean, I might Amazon it somewhere or find it somewhere. I might. Don't tell my wife though.
Oh man,
crap! I just said that out loud.
She's gonna listen.
Let's
to this.
delete that part. He's like, I'm not deleting it.
We're back to the first couple episodes. We're not editing that out.
but anyway, what's on the table this evening?
I think we should start with the bird. Start with some positivity before we get into the Sixers drama.
The team meeting?
Yeah, the team meeting.
All right, let's.
So we talked after the Thursday night game last week. So we recapped the Washington game, and now we're really getting into the Rams preview.
Sunday night.
Yeah, Sunday night football. That'll be fun. Two pretty good offenses.
I agree.
Going at it. It's going to be fun to watch. Puka Nacua versus Quinyon Mitchell.
Not Quentin Michael.
Not Quentin Michael, like you said last week. Quinyanimo Bay is what they're calling him.
Should it be Quintanamo?
Quintanamo? I don't know. Quinyanimo, Quintanamo? Whatever he likes.
Does anybody even understand that reference, though? Me and you do.
They should.
Okay. I mean, truth. That's what, like general knowledge? Like history?
If you've seen... the A Few Good Men?
Anything. If you've seen so many that place is referenced in so many places. But anyway.
So back to football. Two good offenses. And the Rams defense, not great. It's subpar.
22nd in the NFL.
So the bottom third.
Corners are suspect.
Yeah.
Linebackers are suspect.
Yeah. Their safety has the most tackles on the team, which is always a troubling stat because you don't want your safeties to be tackled. I'm telling you, rather that be a linebacker.
True.
When safeties are making tackles, that means that the other team has gotten down the field a little bit.
They're in the second level, and they're causing problems.
Yeah.
So how do we feel about the Birds' offense versus the Rams' defense?
They should be able to move the ball.
Okay.
Saquon should be able to have a good game.
Okay.
They should, Jared Verse is having a good season, the rookie. They have a couple good D tackles that have taken the place of Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
So, the D line is decent there. But yeah, they should be able to move the ball. We'll find out a little bit about Jalen if he can the challenge though is I've seen that Devontae's been out of practice the last 2 days.
I have seen that. I saw that today, actually, right before, and I think I texted a couple people regarding that he's been like doing just walkthroughs at practice. Yeah. So hopefully he's good to go. If he's not good to go, I think Brown should be enough. I think Goddard is still ready to go, and Saquon's ready to go as well.
Yep.
I would say I feel like Jalen should have a pretty clean game just because the Rams secondary is not that – it's not terrible. Anytime you go into a game thinking, they're going to walk all over them, it's kind of the game where Jalen is, maybe sailing a couple balls in the first half, having a not clean first half. But I think they definitely have the opportunity with playing on Sunday night to show up, execute in the first quarter, and just get off to a good start. Like, how do we feel about that?
They should. They absolutely should.
Okay.
It seems like it doesn't matter the opponent. They'll kind of sleepwalk for the first quarter and a half, and then they'll, when like 5-6 minutes are on the clock, then they wake up. They have a decent drive to close out this first half, and then they have a good second half.
Do you – because to me, I've been listening to the radio all week, as I always do. There's not that there was heavy buzz for the Washington game. Maybe it was because it was the Thursday night game. Maybe it's because of division rival. The Rams, I don't really. Do we see the Rams as a rival? Was there ever really a rival? Okay, no. So because they're all the way on the West Coast, you're like, we don't care about LA.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, they were the class of the NFC for a while there with McVay. When McVay went there, got Stafford, they were the class of the NFC,
right? And
those were bigger games. Not so much anymore, with the defense not being as good. And, yeah, you got the talent there, but Stafford hasn't been as good. There's a lot of picks. But you never know. You can have one of those games or he's untouchable.
When was the last time they won in L.A.? Was it the last time when they won with Carson and Carson broke his towards ACL, or they've won there since?
Last year or the year before.
Okay.
They went out there.
I feel like there's a year that Stafford came in here and was like 13 for 14 in the first half, like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was an ugly game where they beat him up bad. But that's besides the point.
I don't remember that.
But let me think. I'm concerned about the Rams wide receivers, which is Kupp and Puka, versus our secondary is what I'm kind of concerned about, because Stafford is not as mobile as Daniels, but I feel like Stafford can throw off those not. He doesn't have to be standing still or upright to get the ball off and get into a place.
Yeah, he throws from different platforms.
Right, exactly.
He gets the ball out of his hands quickly. Those guys can win fast. And, if they do the quick passing game, even with as good as this defense has been, it's going to be tough.
Right.
So we'll see what kind of game plan they have. I think Jaden Daniels tried to get into that a little as well
in the second
because
half.
They said that he was going to try to dink and dunk and they weren't going to push down the field too much, but they were still having trouble. They didn't get a wide receiver completion until the third quarter. So
that was
it really depends on how quickly they can get to Stafford and if they can if that quick game they can defend that.
Defending that on. All right. So Eagles secondary, I think, definitely looks solid.
Oh, yeah.
What are they ranked? Top 5?
Yeah, I think so. In DVOA, I think they're around 5th.
Okay.
Which is the highest that any Eagles defense has been for a long time.
Do they get a pick 6? Do they get an interception this week?
I hope Quinyon does.
He is due for an interception.
He's definitely due.
He's due. He's past it. He's dropped, 2? I've seen him drop 2.
Yeah.
So he's due for an interception.
And he got one knocked out of his hands by Gardner Johnson.
He should have voted him for most hater of the week. Don't take the man's interception, man. Come on.
Last time they were there, though, it was basically a home game.
Right.
Because there's so many
Eagles fans do.
They travel, but they also... LA. I think there's a lot of them in LA.
Yeah,
in that's Southern California area.
That's true.
So, they take that opportunity to go to the game. So hopefully that happens again.
Are the Birds looking past the Rams though to Baltimore next week? No. You think Sirianni's got them dialed in and focused?
Yeah. Okay. With all the travel they have to do to get to this game, it's just a little bit more on your mind, I think.
Right.
And that's he's definitely got them with that 1-0 this week mantra.
Let's win what's in front of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's win what's in front of us. Exactly. Control the controllables.
Yeah, all
the
that
main
thing's
the main thing.
Yeah, but it's working. It's working right now. They won 6 in a row. Obviously, we look ahead and we see Baltimore's going to be a problem.
Baltimore lost last week, though, to Pittsburgh in a key matchup.
They did.
Okay.
But I still think they're going to be a problem. They're just inconsistent. like they can beat the best team and then lose to one of the worst teams.
Lose to the Browns.
Yeah, and it's really however Lamar plays. He makes spectacular plays, but then you scratch your head at some of the stuff that he tries to do. And
a couple of mistakes he made last week. You in the middle of the game, you were like, "Yo, why did he throw that ball? Or why did he do that?"
Right.
But that's any NFL team on any Sunday can do that.
Exactly.
So, what else do we have on the Birds? Do we want to touch on anything else?
Well, I brought up what you considered a pretty hot take last week.
What was that?
About Jalen Hurts being the thing that's holding back this team.
What?
I had some people that agreed with me.
Yo, where my phone at?
I had some good comments, some people that agreed with me. Okay, so I follow Ben Baldwin. He's this analytics guy.
Yeah.
And he put out his adjusted EPA per play for quarterbacks. That means expected points added per play, but adjusted to how good your offensive line is, like drops, potential interceptions. Right. It adjusts all that out so it's a level playing field. And the rankings were Jaden Daniels was second, Jalen Hurts was 23rd in adjusted EPA per play.
Man.
That's like the closest thing you can get to a real ranking of a quarterback, because you adjust for all that stuff. Like, it's almost as if that's like a neutral field, or this guy plays. They all play behind the same offensive line, have the same talent at wide receiver, have the same luck as far as dropped interceptions or stuff like that.
9 games are 10 games though for Jaden Daniels. 10 games.
10 games. I mean,
all right, okay.
That's just play. That's just on the field. That doesn't even consider the fact that he's younger and gets paid about a tenth of what.
You keep bringing up that number that he's on his rookie deal.
Yes.
So Jaden Daniels about to get a bag in 2 years.
3.
All right.
And they can exercise the 5th-year option on the first-round pick.
Man, we gonna see. We're definitely gonna see.
We are gonna see.
I am definitely.
Maybe he gets hurt. Maybe
I like Jaden Daniels as a quarterback, but I also feel that this is so brand new. He looks like a seasoned person, but not to where Jalen is, from what I'm looking at. You know,
what makes you think what looks seasoned from Jalen?
His decision making, his deep ball throwing, his getting out of trouble.
Okay.
When he needs to get out of trouble.
Okay. Getting out of trouble when he's been scrambling better this year.
Correct. Correct.
Last year his scrambling
was terrible.
He would scramble to the right and end up throwing it away or something.
He was a turnover machine.
He was like
year.
He had a 0 rating when he outside the pocket last year.
When he rolled out to the right, or was it rolled out to the left?
No, both.
Okay.
He was terrible at both. He's doing better at improvising.
So what does Jaden Daniels do so amazing in 10 games that you're like, well, okay, other than the fact of the money, because you've definitely brought up the money.
Yeah, the money
twice
is yes,
right. Which
it's a huge factor.
It's a huge factor.
But yeah, I mean, he throws with anticipation. He pushes it down the field. He doesn't have to see. And sometimes, Jalen will do what he needs to do. But there's times where he just completely locks in on somebody and misses
the read completely.
Misses somebody wide open. Based on the defense, somebody should be wide open, and he's trying to force the ball.
We've definitely seen that this year.
You have all the talent in the world at the receiver and tight end position, and they're like an average passing team right now. What's keeping them going is the run game and his scrambling. Like he gets them, the third down conversions
for the third
by
and 5,
scrambling,
for the 3rd and 6.
Yeah, he does that well, and that's all part of it. That's all part of the quarterback position.
Correct.
When you look at some of the other stats, they're a lot closer. But that, like I said, it doesn't account for the offensive line and all those things. He's got a good offensive line. Jalen sees ghosts way too much. He drops his eyes, thinks that he's in trouble when he's really not. He bails out early, and it's just very frustrating to watch.
Okay.
And you're like, what would a quarterback that doesn't have those issues? What could they do with all the talent?
So if say you insert, I'm not gonna pick the best quarterback. Say you insert. Let me think off the top of my head. All right, Trevor. If you insert Trevor Lawrence in this offense,
that's a rough comparison because Trevor hasn't been playing
Lawrence
very well.
was a #1 draft pick. Now he's playing like garbage right now.
He is.
All right, let me think of a better. All right, Joe Burrow. If you insert Joe Burrow in this offense, is it
Joe Burrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna insert Joe Burrow into this offense.
They wouldn't lose a game. They wouldn't lose a game.
I'm done.
With Joe Burrow. With Joe Burrow as a quarterback?
Stop the tape.
You don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. All right.
With Jaden Daniels, they probably wouldn't. They might have one loss. I don't know.
What? Wow.
They have two losses right now. Okay.
Who else in the NFC then right now would you take? Would you take? All right. Would you take Jared Goff?
No.
Over Jalen Hurts?
He's an interception machine.
All right. Would you take Love from Green Bay over Jalen Hurts? Okay.
Yeah.
Would you take Sam Darnold over Hurts?
No.
Okay.
Not Brock Purdy.
Would you take
I wouldn't
Dak
take
Prescott?
Dak. No.
All right then. So
I know
we're gonna keep having this debate. We're gonna keep having this debate.
Yeah, but I would take Jaden Daniels. I would take who else did we already say? I'm already forgetting.
We're gonna take his Eagle merchandise.
Baker Mayfield? No. They're not taking Baker Mayfield.
Yo, get out of here. So all right.
I think Jalen is top 5 for sure in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting greedy.
We want Joe Burrow.
I want Joe Burrow.
We want Patrick Mahomes.
I don't like Patrick.
I don't like. All right, cool. All right, we agree. We agree on that one. Patrick, you got game, but I want you to lose. All right, you got enough Super Bowls, man. Go. Let somebody get a trophy. That's hating right there.
Dude.
Let me stop hating.
You just said Joe Burrow though, and that's like that's like my number one.
I couldn't say it with a straight face because I know
You wouldn't take Joe Burrow?
Of course I would take Joe Burrow, but I feel like Joe Burrow is put on this like immaculate pedestal where I'm like, yo, Joe Burrow misses reads. Joe Burrow misses wide open.
Okay.
Jamar Chase was
You're right.
Jamar Chase in the postgame was like, yo, I'm open.
Yeah.
All right. And when you rewatch the tape, he was open. But every wide receiver is going to say they're always open.
Yeah.
I feel like Joe Burrow gets put on this, like I said, immaculate pedestal, which
he's got similar talent. He's got Jamar Chase, he's got T. Higgins, Mike Gesicki. I guess you could put in
is a serviceable tight end. If I would switch out Gesicki for Goddard.
You would take Gesicki. Okay. He's not nearly the blocker that Goddard is.
He's not nearly the blocker, but he gets in the end zone. Look, you're gonna be quiet.
I think the offensive line is the difference there.
Correct.
I would love to see him behind this offensive line. Yeah, that's just like those are the fun conversations you have.
I agree.
But the difference is, there are analytics out there that, and a lot of people
support your theory.
Yes. Well, that's the whole reason for this.
Wayne's at home looking up.
Bring it up.
Wayne's at home looking up.
No. I'm like Googling, like, what stat can I bring up which has the biggest difference between Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts?
We just like to talk sports. A lot of it. But anyway.
Oh, man. Yeah, so we'll see.
Who wins on Sunday night?
I think the Birds. I'm feeling good about the Birds.
Okay. No laying an egg. No letdown looking towards Baltimore.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the Birds as well this Sunday
What's
night.
the spread?
I think, is it 4.5?
Birds 4.5?
No, it might be more.
Hey, I'd take 4.5.
I know. I absolutely
would. An away game?
But I don't think it's 4.5. I think it's more than that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, and
for informational purposes.
Of course. Disclaimer.
Do not bet the house on anything we just said. Okay.
Except for a Josh Hart triple-double against the Sixers. Bet the house on that.
Gosh. Sometimes when you see the writing on the wall, just take the low-hanging fruit, man. Just take it. But we both feel that the Birds win on Sunday.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And the Rams had to travel to New England. So yeah, it's not like they're getting this huge advantage with the Eagles. I mean, and the Eagles had the mini bye, so yeah.
I agree.
And then Baltimore has to play Monday night.
Baltimore,
so
does
it's a
have
quick
to play
turnaround for
it's
them.
A quick turnaround for them,
even though they're home against the Birds on following Sunday.
So,
but yeah, feeling good. I don't mean to disparage Jalen too much. It's just you nitpick.
You're speaking facts.
When you have this level of talent, both offense and defense, you don't want to squander. Thank you. Jeez.
Break out the thesaurus. Break out the thesaurus.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you don't want to squander it. This team is shaping up to be could be as good as the 22 team if he just played like he was playing in 22.
Just step up to the plate and do your job.
Everything else is better. Defense is way better. Even though they don't have the pass rush they had in 22, they're stopping them. They're getting off the field in third down. The secondary is so much better.
Absolutely.
Linebacking core is great. Defensive tackles. You don't have the edge rushers that you did. You don't have Reddick getting 17.5 sacks. Brandon Graham got 10 sacks.
Carter's a disruptor.
Absolutely.
Carter's a hella disruptor in the backfield, which you've seen.
Yeah.
And he's playing like a beast. So, no.
Yeah, so feeling good about the game. And like I said, I'm just splitting hairs because it's such a good team. And you're like, man, they've figured out, like, Sirianni has stopped being the
getting in the way.
Yeah, he stopped being the story. At least for this week. Who knows if that'll continue.
Yeah, we've had enough.
Yeah,
with the foolishness around here,
right?
So we don't need nobody else getting in the way.
I want the Birds to be the good part of the week, and then the rest of the week we have to watch the basketball team and hear about everything.
Are we transitioning away from? All right,
let's segue.
All right, nice.
Jeez, it's like I used to look forward to watching games, and anymore it's like, all right, I got this on the iPad while I watch something I actually want to watch.
I agree. You see, that's what I've been doing. Yeah. They're not worth your time right now. And the Sixers were one of the top draws in the city. As much as it's weird. It's weird because I remember the signing of Paul George. I wasn't down on the signing, but I wasn't like overjoyed. I was like, okay, Tobias is gone. They signed, because who else was out there in the free agent market that they could have signed? Nobody, right?
Not really anybody.
So the money was there. Paul George was there. They make the signing. You think in your head, all right, Embiid is going overseas to play in the Olympics because that's what he wanted to do. And I thought that you would get the best possible Embiid because he's around LeBron, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, all these people that work very hard and know how to do their job at a high level. Mm-hmm. I mean, how do you like where we're at right now? Like, where do we start? We're at a team meeting this week.
Yeah, no, okay. The PG signing, it felt like to me that it was just a 1-for-1 trade of Tobias for Paul George. I was like, absolutely, I'd take that.
I hear you.
Yeah. And, this week, you even sent it to me. You sent me
I was joking.
You sent me the stats side by side of Tobias and Paul George have the same stats.
Yo, because I heard like 3 people on Sports Talk Radio this week literally call in and say, yo, I want Tobias Harris back. And I'm
my gosh. Why did they let these guys on the air?
That's where we're at. The level of frustration that you have to be at to say that I want Tobias Harris back, Wayne?
No.
Like, I mean, me and you, hell no. But if
and
that's
I fired
out there
back
in the water in the city.
I fired back with, that's a horrible way to look at the stats. You can't, because of the injury, Paul George has played less minutes. So you have to look at per 36 minutes instead of per game.
Listen.
And then you got Paul George with almost 20 points per 36 minutes.
Yo, man.
And like 8 assists, 6 rebounds.
I don't want Tobias back.
Tobias is still at 14 points per 36 minutes. And he's not doing that well.
No. And he's in Detroit.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
I'm
all right. So Paul George aside. All right. So team meeting happens.
Okay. What happened in this team meeting?
Maxey calls out Joel Embiid.
What?
For being late, for not taking anything seriously in practice or for the games. Okay, first question.
Mm-hmm.
Why did this have to happen in a team meeting? Like, why is this happening in a team meeting, and why is Maxey the
24-year-old being responsible?
I can understand if they had a conversation, like a one-off conversation as friends, if they're friends, saying, "Hey, man,
friends."
Yeah,
they say
okay. You go over his house and you say, "Hey, man, like you're not setting a good example for everybody. You're not bought in. You're late for everything." One-on-one, you say that to him, and that's great. But
I would have respected that.
A team meeting in front of everybody, you call him out, and it's Maxey saying this and not a coaching member or
I feel what happened this week is like a perfect storm of soap opera. Just the constant lose, because Wayne, you see, what are they? They're ranked either 28th or 29th in every defensive category.
Absolutely.
Like last night against Memphis.
You
saw if Memphis swung the ball left or right,
wide open looks.
You're not supposed to swing the ball from left to right anytime you want, and somebody's wide open, not running out and cutting off the defender.
Yeah.
And they've been doing that since day one. Nick Nurse said that in one of those ESPN games in the mic'd up moment. He was like, "Yo, I need you to slide your feet and cut off the lane and get out to the person that's shooting the ball." And I don't know what it is. They're not doing it. They don't want to do it. And 21's body language is trash. And I hate that I say that, because I'm like, yo, body language should not mean that much. But me and you've had this conversation. When 21's not in it, you can see it on his face. You can see it in his body, everything. And players around the league probably talk about that once the game's over. They're like, yo, if you get him off his block or get him off his in his head in the first 5-10 minutes of the game, you got him.
Did you see the first play of the game last night?
No, because I was doing like for the thing. I told you're right. I put the iPad on and I walk away, and I might turn it up so I can hear the game.
Yeah. So he tries this Euro step,
right,
and just falls over, just like so clumsily, trying to get a call, and it was just like that. Just like set the whole game off.
Was the ref like, "Yo, get up," or was everybody like looking at it?
Ooh, where's my call?
No, that's another thing that I despise in the NBA. And I get it. I watch 90s basketball. I watch 2000s basketball. Every single time they drive to the lane, it's to throw the hands up. Everything's not a foul. Everything's not a foul.
Like, you thought they were making progress with this after what year was it where because Trae Young was just like jumping into guys,
into people,
and getting contact. James Harden would do it all the time.
You know who does it a lot that I can't stand, and I really respect his game? Yo.
Brunson does it worse than everybody.
He literally throws his whole body into the person. I'm like,
he gets the calls.
Is that an offensive or defensive foul? What is that? I'm not an NBA ref. But
I would just swallow my whistle. I wouldn't call anything. Like, just let him flail. Like, I hate that. I hate jumping into contact, creating contact.
Every time he gets by somebody, Wayne, he jumps back into the person. And you can see it every single time. Right. And I'm like, yo, how is he getting away with this every single time?
I mean, credit to him. He can feel it. He's quick enough that he can make it happen. But, I mean, that's the whole reason they changed the way they ref. So that wouldn't happen. And now they're letting him do it again. It's one of those Adam Silver's like, let's let the Knicks be good. And the only way they can do that is if Brunson gets away with this.
Off,
right. I don't know.
We don't like the Knicks, but
clearly
Knicks are way better than the Sixers. I can't hate right now.
Yeah. But you and I talked last night before the game.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, Big Three's back. They're 4-point favorites.
Yo, I said they were gonna win. Yeah. I was confident.
I know you were.
Confidently bad.
It was a perfect storm for them to play well. They just had this team meeting. You know, Joel got called out. All three are playing. They're favorites. John Morant's not playing.
He had 35 points.
He did.
Look. I can't even say that with a straight face.
They were down 20 at one point.
His body language was garbage.
As you said, they had open looks all night.
If anytime Memphis swung that ball from left to right, there was an open. Bane had 5 3-pointers in maybe a quarter and a half of work.
Yeah. And
Bane can shoot the ball. Yeah. But with Morant, with enough of Memphis's roster out and your quote unquote big three, what did they play together? 6 minutes? total.
Yeah, before he hyperextended
his knee again, you know. Yeah. And then Maxey, I think should have sat out till either Friday when 25 comes home or comes back to Philadelphia. Jeez. Or next week, because Maxey looks like he wasn't even. If you push that hamstring,
he's gonna bust it. He was just flailing around and throwing the ball towards the basket. It was rough.
So
like McCain's the only one that's playing.
McCain is
decently well.
McCain's balling.
I called him the more athletic TJ McConnell the other night.
Yo, you better knock it off. That boy is way better.
Just because he dribbles really fast in the lane and he just looks for a pass and he throws it out there.
Athletic TJ McConnell.
Hey, he dunks.
McCain, cool. You can at Wayne and tell him.
That's fine. No, send me a TikTok. Send me a dance. Yeah.
He gonna dance on your head and drop 30s. What he gonna do? He'll get out of here.
Hey, he's proving me wrong.
McCain is the one bright spot that I cannot hate on, and he looks, out of all of them, he looks aggressive. Yeah. He looks like he's not thinking about who's in front of him. He's like, I'm going to go get mine. I'm going to go play defense. I'm going to grab some boards, and we're going to have a good time. Everybody else on the squad, Paul George's face last night, Wayne, looks like he was like, why didn't I just stay in L.A.? You can't have, now, L.A. versus Philadelphia. I take Philadelphia. Look at you. You're like, well, dang, shut the hell up.
Why? They have that new arena now.
Yo, that's what I'm saying.
Beautiful weather. Yeah, His nice family's weather. Out there.
There's never, ever, it's never below 55 degrees.
He was probably so mad.
Well, you saw his face last night when he got on the bench.
Next time they go out to LA, he's going to stay there. He's gonna defect from the Sixers and just stay in LA.
So, how do we feel about moving forward with the Sixers? They're 2-12.
I said they're going to be 2-25 at Christmas.
Wow. That is a hater take right
No, I said, Dane, does the season start on Christmas Day?
It does start on Christmas. It does. It does. But I'm frustrated as hell.
But what if they're 2-25 at Christmas?
Nah, if they're 2-25 at Christmas, the season is over. And we're getting Cooper Flag. Yeah. I keep hearing that craziness.
I keep seeing Tankathon screenshots. Of the Sixers with number one pick.
What I heard is if the pick's not between 1 and 4 or 6, 5 or 6,
it's top 6 protected this year.
Okay, so it would go to somebody else.
You go to Oklahoma City, yeah.
That would be
So this is a perfect year to tank.
Yo, if they do that, the bad juju that's on this squad, it would go.
It's already bad. That's why they're
we need to sage the whole sage that whole sports complex. Sage it.
They're stuck in mediocrity right now.
Facts.
And I'd rather tank. Sam Hinkie understood this. He understood if you're not going to win a championship, you better be drafting in the top 5.
I can't listen to you right now. I can't listen to you right now, yo. Yo, we not tanking for Cooper Flag. Every morning I wake up, I see the tank for it because it started when they were 1-5?
Yeah, something like that.
No. And is Cooper Flag that nice?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't watch college basketball.
I'm gonna check out a couple Duke games and I'll get back to you on Cooper Flag. Do they win tomorrow with 25 coming to Philadelphia?
Jeez.
Because to me, PG's not playing. Maxey's hamstring is still sore as hell. 25's or 21's been cursed out by his teammates and called out. If he lets 25 come in here tomorrow and win, I don't know, I'm just saying, it's not going to be pretty. It's only November. It's not even Thanksgiving, so I'm going to take a deep breath.
I still have my under 19.5 game
bet for 25.
25.
I mean,
so he needs to get hurt tomorrow.
He's not gonna have a sore back tomorrow. He saw that the locker room dysfunctional, and he is literally smiling coming in here tomorrow. Of
course,
we won't even know who if they're booing or cheering tomorrow because they're gonna boo 21.
They're not booing 21. They're not booing 21.
Right.
Sixers fans are delusional. They're the ones that sat in the stands for a 19-win season. They're like, trust the process.
I don't trust no process. I want a championship. When was the last time they won a championship? 1983?
I don't think they're winning one with Josh Harris as the owner.
Don't say that.
It ain't happening.
Don't say that. All right, now I'm sad. So, are we wrapping up the Sixers? Like,
no.
What else you want to talk about on this?
What about the snitch?
The snitch in the locker.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. Somebody did. So they had a team meeting and they aired all the grievances. Tyrese came out and said, "Yo, you're lazy, or not? You're lazy. You don't show up to work on time. You need to."
The subtext was he's lazy.
You need to be more professional.
Yeah.
I need you in shape. Which I don't know how he played with LeBron, Steph Curry, and KD over the summer and coming to work out of shape. Who in the locker room left the locker room and said, "You know what? I'm gonna go tell Shams." Explain that to me.
No, I don't even. No. Well, okay, yeah, you can ask that question, but my question is, why does Joel care so much about the snitch?
He should care about him.
He's on a witch hunt for the snitch. That's like top news now. Like that's the problem.
A piece of POS.
Yeah, that's the problem, Joel. The snitch is the problem. It's not you at all.
You should look in the mirror, Joel.
Don't take any responsibility.
Look in the mirror. 21.
Don't learn from this at all. Just get mad at the snitch.
The snitch is the problem, Wayne, because that means
not the problem.
No,
it's a problem.
It's a problem, but you can't be amongst your family and you have a family discussion and say, "Yo, let's not talk about this." And 10 minutes after you get out of the locker room, somebody out on the street is talking about it. You're going to feel some type of way. But I 1,000% agree with you where that's not the main problem. You out of shape, your body language, you not showing up to work on time. Like McCain, fresh in the league, he's looking at you. Yo, I used to watch Joel Embiid on TV. Like, he got to do better. And this isn't – the Sixers have catered to 21 since day one. From the beginning. It's what, 10 years? How many years?
I don't know.
All right.
I think it's close to it, though.
All right. So I'm going to be nice and say it's been 9 years. Nah, man. You don't – your shininess of your trophy is waning thin. When the stuff that I heard on the radio and the TV this week is lazy, I'm done, tank, let's just trade him and start over. My question is it worth it or not worth it? But say you trade Joel Embiid, which is not gonna happen. Is it really gonna suck that bad if you're terrible for 5 more years or 6 more years if you're already at 10? And I don't want to think like that, but I'm just asking the question. Like, they haven't won a championship since 1983. What's another 6 years gonna be? Is Joel gonna get it together? Big men don't get it together later in the career. He is who he is. Right. Like, just, accept him for who he is. It's like Philadelphia. It's like, this is my big shiny toy that we got out of this process. Okafor failed. Nerlens Noel failed. 25 failed. Marco Fultz failed. Like, Michael Carter Williams failed.
Oh, gosh.
How many, Philadelphia? All right. I'm dropping the mic.
This is sad. This is sad.
All right.
No.
Do better, man. And Joel, get it together. Get it together. So I'll let you finish. I'm sorry.
No, it's all true.
All right, so I'm gonna transition right into my most valuable hater.
Hey, I think we already hit it, but
we did hit the hater of the week. My hater of the week this week is number 21 for the Philadelphia 76ers is Joel Hans Embiid. All right? Show up to work on time. Stop eating Chick-fil-A, which you probably change your diet. If you're working with LeBron, Steph, KD, you're supposed to come into work ready to dunk on people, ready to put somebody through the basket. Stop it. All right? And I know somebody might tell me that I'm crazy for this take or not a take, but you can't have the, I can't understand why this negativity is following me around. I don't really understand. Really? You can't understand why the negativity is following you around? You, 21. Stop doing that. Be a better person. Sorry.
What are you, Marcus Hayes?
Get out of here.
Don't go into that locker room, Dane.
I'll go in the locker room. I'll at you right now, Joel. I used to at 25 all the time and tell him that he was trash. All right? How at you? Do better. Can't have a 24-year-old is asking you to be mature? No. Get out of here. All right. Sorry. I'm not.
All right, now we're going to transition into
what
we're thankful for Thanksgiving.
I am thankful.
We're going to take turns talking about what we're thankful for. I'm thankful for Quinyon Mitchell.
I'm thankful for Cooper DeJean.
No, seriously.
All right.
Well, we're going to talk about Thanksgiving foods.
Yes.
Just something a little fun. Let's lighten it up a little bit.
Are we talking about a Jamaican Thanksgiving or an American Thanksgiving?
You can bring in Jamaican Thanksgiving. That's fine.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good with that.
All right. We're not flipping a coin. You go first. Put you on the spot. Number one Thanksgiving, blankadoodle-doo. Blankadoodle-doo.
Cranberry sauce.
Yo, I heard one that almost made my mind explode, right? There's a 3-bean salad, I heard.
Jeez. Yeah. What are the 3 beans?
Dog.
Lima, green.
Yo, my head almost exploded when I heard it. I was like, yo, if that shows up. All right.
I don't know. No, that's not for me.
Hey, okay. I don't want the 3-bean salad.
The jellied cranberry sauce. Not the ones with the actual cranberries in it. No. This is the jellied stuff.
Pick something.
No, that's my favorite part. I don't like Thanksgiving dinner. My mother-in-law makes a ham so that I don't have to eat Thanksgiving turkey.
All right, no doubt. All right, my family makes a mean jerk turkey.
Oh, I would try that.
My mom,
absolutely.
My family makes it. We're Jamaican.
Yep.
A sick jerk turkey.
All right. I am going to weasel my way into Dane's Thanksgiving next year. I'm going to try the jerk turkey.
The stuff that's at our Thanksgiving, people come like, yo, what y'all got this here for? I ain't never seen it.
Way better than what we do. Jeez.
Yo, you better be quiet. I'm not trying to get you in trouble.
Nah.
He's like, I'm not getting in trouble. I voiced my opinion on this.
I went to another Friendsgiving a few weeks ago, and they did turkey sliders with the cranberry on it and the stuffing, just like a gobbler, like they do at Wawa.
Yeah,
that was really good.
No, that sounds clutch. That sounds clutch.
So you did jerk turkey, okay?
Turkey.
Speaking of that, that Friendsgiving that I went to, they did these acorn squashes. So you get the seeds and everything out. You cut it in half, get the seeds out, put it in the oven. And then you take it out 20 minutes later, you put butter and like maple syrup on it.
What?
Then you put it back in for another 20 minutes or something.
Never heard of that.
Oh, it's so good.
All right. I never heard of it.
I'm not a squash person.
I'm definitely not a squash person.
I'm not a sweet potato guy either, but it had the consistency of a sweet potato, but the flavor was fantastic.
All right. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. All right. My second choice, something else that we love to do. We do a mean curry shrimp.
Oh, man. How did I not know this?
I mean, I've invited friends to the Jamaican Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Because it's not just turkey.
Yeah. I'm not good enough to be on that list
Yo,
yet.
Get out of here.
Not yet. Maybe next year. Maybe next year, guys.
Get out of here. There's a mean curry shrimp. Mean jerk turkey.
I'm excited for your third pick. I'm just gonna go.
I'm
with.
Keep it traditional for my third. I gotta keep. I can't give away all the Jamaican.
Right, well, I'm gonna take one. You're probably gonna. This is probably yours, but I'm gonna take it.
What?
Mashed potatoes. Is that what you're gonna say?
No, that's a solid one.
All right.
That's a solid one. And my third is always, or I'm gonna keep it traditional. Mac and cheese.
Okay.
There's always some good.
It's usually for the kids, Dean.
Hey, listen, I don't do a lot of the cooking, but my mom, my cousins, my cousins, they once they get in the kitchen, there's oxtail, there's curry goat, there is jerk chicken, there's plantains.
I love plantains.
You know what I'm saying?
Love plantains.
Like they put their foot through the gas pedal for the Jamaican Thanksgiving.
I'm hungry now.
So, but what's your third pick?
No, that was it.
Okay.
I went first.
All right, no doubt.
I don't have any honorable mentions, really.
No.
Dinner rolls? I don't know.
No, dude, you can eat at least 10 dinner rolls on a Thanksgiving day, depending on what kind of mood you're in, on how bad you want to take a nap.
Yeah.
So
the Friendsgiving we just did, They got catering from a barbecue place. They
Yeah,
got smoked turkey with gravy.
That was really 2 thumbs up. I ate that for like probably I ate that 2 days this week.
Oh yeah, you took some
I
leftovers.
Did. I ate that too.
Nice.
Cliff, thank you.
Yes. Shout out Cliff and Kelly again
for the salad. I appreciate that Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
Are we shutting it down? Birds win.
Shutting it down.
Sixers get it together. We're gonna take a little. Are we taking a little break?
Yeah, we'll take a break for Thanksgiving.
We got to focus on the family.
Have a good Thanksgiving. Have a good Black Friday.
Go
and then
Birds.
We'll be back the following Friday to record.
Absolutely.
Doing some more traveling for work again.
Thank you for doing this with me, Wayne. I've had a blast. I've had some fun. Totally great feedback from the friends and the family. 21, get it together. You want to leave them with
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Go Birds!